Ever wondered how the U.S. military manages to feed 10,000 soldiers every single day across Navy ships, Army bases, and Air Force academies? It's a massive operation fueled by precision, passion, and incredible teamwork. From hearty comfort foods to diverse, nutritious meals tailored for every branch, military chefs work around the clock to keep our troops energized and ready. In this video, we'll take you behind the scenes to reveal the surprising facts, jaw-dropping numbers, and the dedication that goes into preparing these massive meals, proving that military kitchens are anything but ordinary. Did you know that during World War II, the U.S. Army wasn't just battling enemies, they were also fighting hunger with science and creativity? Back then, feeding millions of soldiers across the globe was a massive challenge. Soldiers in the field often had to get creative with their meals in the forest, miles from a mess hall, and dinner has to happen fast. What do? You pull out your knife, maybe a tin of meat, a handful of veggies, and you cook right on the ground. That's field cooking, military style. No fancy equipment, no kitchen. That's where the Quartermaster Corps came in. These folks weren't just packing rations, they were designing full-blown nutrition plans based on cutting-edge science of the time. To make sure soldiers got all the vitamins they needed, the Army started baking bread with special vitamin-enriched flour. Army cooks followed menus created by top nutritionists in Washington. The Army bought massive amounts of fruits, vegetables, milk, eggs, and nearly a pound of meat per soldier every day. When soldiers were far from any kitchen, they carried their own meals, called emergency rations or MRE. These small packages held meat, soup, coffee, candy, and more. They were light enough to carry, but packed with energy. For paratroopers and fast-moving troops, the Army created something even smaller, the famous K-ration. It held a full day's food in a tiny box that weighed only 2 pounds and tested to work in every climate. Behind every wartime meal was a story of science, strategy, and a lot of ingenuity. Because in the Army, good food wasn't just fuel, it was part of the fight. Not only in the past, the U.S. is still very interested in the nutritional regime in the armed forces. The United States, with a spending of $916 billion in 2023, is the country that invests the most money in the military. This money is not only used to invest in buying weapons and equipment, but also in logistics to ensure that soldiers are always well fed. So, how does the process of preparing and serving meals in the U.S. military take place? Let's find out. Mobile field kitchens are a game-changer when it comes to feeding troops and emergency teams in the field. These portable cooking units are commonly used by military forces, disaster relief operations, peacekeeping missions, and even humanitarian aid groups. Basically, anywhere you need hot, nutritious meals in tough conditions. There are two main types: tent-based mobile field kitchens and containerized kitchens. The tent-based version is especially flexible. It's quick to set up, lightweight, and easy to transport by truck or helicopter. Military kitchens operate on a massive scale, serving thousands of soldiers every single day. In military academies, for example, the average attendance can exceed 4,000 cadets, meaning the total number of daily meals can easily reach 10,000, and in some cases, even up to 13,000. But it's not just about quantity. Soldiers are expected to follow strict nutritional standards, eating all their meals, avoiding sugary snacks and sodas, and staying hydrated. In the military, nutrition is part of the mission. It supports morale, boosts immunity, and keeps every soldier in peak physical and mental condition. Containerized kitchens are the more advanced, compact version of mobile field kitchens. Basically, full-service kitchens packed inside sturdy shipping containers. One of their biggest advantages is quick deployment. They can be transported by truck, train, or aircraft and set up almost anywhere, making them ideal for long-term missions, remote bases, or disaster relief zones. At military bases and academies, the facilities are far more stable and expansive compared to makeshift field kitchens. To kick off a new day, the logistics team rises incredibly early, usually around 2 a.m., to unload fresh supplies from the transport trucks, carefully inspecting every item as it's brought inside. Once everything is in place, they prepare the kitchen and pots, making sure all equipment is clean and ready for use. Then gather for a briefing to assign each group their specific stations in the kitchen, whether it's the grill, prep tables, or plating area. With roles clear, the skilled chefs jump into action, expertly chopping, slicing, and prepping ingredients with precision and speed. The soldiers serving in these military kitchens aren't just volunteers. They're all certified professionals who have gone through rigorous culinary training programs. Before stepping into the kitchen, they've completed specialized cooking courses and undergone countless practice drills to perfect their skills under pressure. This isn't your home kitchen. The military kitchen is a highly disciplined and orderly environment. It operates with precision and strict standards that leave no room for mistakes. In the military forces of developed countries like the United States, Canada, and many European nations, nutrition is treated as a critical part of operational readiness. Every calorie counts, literally. A single soldier can burn anywhere from 3,000 to 4,500 calories per day, depending on climate, terrain, and mission intensity. Both U.S. and Canadian bases often follow a 14-day meal cycle, offering a diverse, balanced menu that's scientifically designed not only to fuel performance, but also to keep soldiers satisfied and prevent menu fatigue. Just minutes away from mealtime, the Army kitchen buzzes with focused energy. The final touches are in full swing, checking every dish for perfection, neatly arranging food on trays, sprinkling the right amount of seasoning, and adding fresh herbs for that extra flavor punch. Sweet pastries and fresh fruit are carefully placed for dessert, while sauces are filled into their containers and set out on racks and shelves. Cutlery and utensils are lined up and ready to go. Everything is coming together smoothly. And with that, the kitchen is officially set, ready to fuel the troops. Once the logistics soldiers finish preparing the meals, it's go time. A loud command or signal rings out, and the rest of the troops quickly gather. Roll call is taken to ensure everyone is present. Then the line starts to move toward the designated dining facility. In some military dining setups, the cafeteria model is used with a serving line and a salad bar where troops move through efficiently. In other cases, a family-style approach is preferred. Food is brought directly to each company's table, and the soldiers serve themselves. But no matter the method, one rule stays the same. Everyone eats together at the same time within a strict time window. Soldiers usually have just 15 to 20 minutes to eat, and the entire meal service must be executed in mere moments. Take the U.S. Naval Academy, for example. There, over 4,400 cadets are served in less than 5 minutes. That means nearly 900 meals are handed out every single minute. It's a high-pressure operation where the kitchen staff has to function like a finely tuned machine. No delays, no confusion. But do troops get tired of eating the same meals over and over again? Absolutely. That's why the dining facility at Ellsworth Air Force Base stands out. Instead of sticking to the standard 14-day meal cycle most bases follow, Ellsworth is part of the Food Transformation Initiative, FTI, which offers a fresher, more flexible approach to military dining. Here, troops can choose from a variety of the You Choose stations. On special holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, the usual military routine takes a festive turn. The dining facility transforms into a place of celebration, and the menu gets a major upgrade. It's not just a meal, it's a true feast for the troops. Instead of standard rations, soldiers are treated to a spread of traditional holiday favorites: roasted turkey with stuffing, honey-glazed ham, mashed potatoes with gravy, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, freshly baked rolls, and more. What makes it even more special is the atmosphere. The mess hall is often decorated with holiday lights, banners, and themed centerpieces. Officers and senior leaders sometimes serve the food as a gesture of appreciation. Adding to the cheer, many members of the logistics and kitchen staff wear Santa hats while serving the meals. After everyone finishes their meal, the work for the logistics and kitchen crew is far from over. The team jumps straight into cleanup mode. Used mess kits and trays are gathered and sorted, cooking equipment is scrubbed down, and all utensils are thoroughly washed. And that's how military cooks prepare food on a massive scale. I hope that through this video, you've gained a deeper respect for the logistics force behind the scenes. These are the men and women who wake up at 2 a.m., often don't rest until 9 p.m., work through sweltering heat in the kitchen, and carry the enormous responsibility of keeping troops well-fed and mission-ready across the world. Their dedication is incredible. Soft, delicate, and impossibly fragrant, the rose is more than just a flower. Have you ever wondered why this single bloom has captured hearts for thousands of years? From ancient empires to modern cities, it has graced palaces, poems, and passions. Each year, millions are gifted, whispers of love wrapped in petals. But behind every bouquet lies a story of tradition, of science, and of beauty grown with care. Let's uncover the story behind the world's most beloved flower. Did you know that the rose has a history dating back more than 5,000 years? From the ancient gardens of Mesopotamia and Persia to the sacred garlands worn by Roman emperors, the rose has long been a symbol of beauty, power, and reverence. Today, the rose remains a global icon. The red rose is the national flower of the United States, while the Tudor rose carries deep historical meaning in England. Each year, on Valentine's Day, Women's Day, and countless romantic occasions, millions of roses are gifted worldwide as timeless symbols of love and beauty. In vast greenhouses, stretching as far as the eye can see, roses are cultivated with scientific precision. The Netherlands, Kenya, and Ecuador are top rose producers, exporting millions of blooms weekly worldwide. Each morning, skilled workers move swiftly through rows of roses, gently cutting only those that meet exacting standards. These are not just flowers. They are symbols of love, crafted with care. Did you know? Some of the world's largest rose farms harvest over 1 million roses every single day. It's a staggering number, one that reflects humanity's enduring love for this flower. After harvest, the roses begin a fascinating journey. First, they are hand-sorted, each one examined for color, bloom size, and overall condition. It's here that trained eyes spot the difference between beautiful and breathtaking. The leaves near the base of the stem are removed, not just for aesthetics, but to prevent rot in water-filled vases. Next, technology takes over. The roses pass through advanced scanning machines that measure length, stem curvature, bloom diameter, and even check for minor flaws. Every detail matters. Based on these readings, roses are graded and grouped. Then, high-speed binders carefully bundle them into uniform bunches, ensuring consistency for global shipping. Some roses are wrapped by machines, sealed in sleek, moisture-resistant sleeves. Others, especially those destined for luxury markets, are still wrapped by hand, with gentle touches that preserve the natural grace of each bloom. Around the world, on Valentine's Day alone, over 250 million roses are sold in just 24 hours. The global demand is immense. The Netherlands alone exports billions of cut roses annually, while Kenya is the top supplier to Europe. Ever wondered how roses stay fresh after flying 8,000+ miles? Thanks to climate-controlled trucks and cargo holds, blooms from farms in Kenya, Ecuador, or the Netherlands arrive in cities like Tokyo, Paris, and New York, looking flawless, ready to charm. In open-air farms kissed by sunlight and morning dew, a different kind of rose blooms, the kind destined not for vases, but for perfume. These are damask roses, prized for their intense, velvety fragrance, delicate, fleeting, and utterly unforgettable. Each morning, just after sunrise, skilled harvesters gently handpick the blossoms at their peak. Why so early? Because that's when their essential oils are most concentrated, a race against time and sun. Once gathered, the petals are weighed and carefully inspected for quality. Only the freshest, most fragrant flowers will make it to the next stage. Here's a surprising fact. It takes over 3,000 kilograms of rose petals, that's millions of individual petals, to produce just a single liter of rose essential oil. A reminder of how rare and precious this substance truly is. The petals are loaded into massive distillation machines, where steam carefully extracts the oil. Drop by drop, the essence of rose is captured, not just its scent, but its soul. Next comes rigorous quality testing. The color, purity, and scent profile must meet exacting standards before moving forward. Finally, the precious oil is bottled, sometimes as pure rose essence, sometimes as a key ingredient in high-end perfumes, cosmetics, skincare, and even wellness products. From ancient petals to modern perfumes, the rose remains a timeless symbol of love and beauty. Thanks for watching, and keep blooming with curiosity. Beneath the waves, where sunlight shimmers and predators lurk, mackerel race through the water like silver arrows. Every year, humans haul in over 3 million tons of mackerel from oceans around the globe, enough to fill more than 120,000 large trucks. Let's dive into the incredible world of mackerel, from the wild ocean chase to your dinner plate. Mackerel are famous for their speed and agility in the water. They must keep moving constantly to breathe, relying on water flowing through their gills to absorb oxygen. They often form huge, shimmering schools, creating a mesmerizing underwater dance to confuse predators. From the skies above to the depths of the ocean, danger is everywhere. Tuna, sharks, dolphins, and even seabirds eagerly hunt these agile swimmers. Not only do natural predators hunt mackerel, humans have also been harvesting these fish for centuries along the coasts of the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Pacific regions near Japan and the United States. Every year, over 3 million tons of mackerel are caught worldwide to meet the growing demand for seafood. Two common methods are used: purse seine fishing and longline fishing. In purse seine fishing, a huge net surrounds a school of mackerel, and the bottom is pulled tight like a drawstring, trapping thousands of fish at once. One haul can bring in up to 200 tons of mackerel. Longline fishing uses a single long line with hundreds or thousands of baited hooks, stretching up to 50 kilometers. This method catches fish individually, helping preserve their quality and reduce bycatch. After many days drifting across the vast, unpredictable ocean, the fishing boats finally return to port, heavy with their silver treasure. Believe it or not, some ships unload over 500 tons of fish in just one trip. That's enough to fill more than 20 full-sized trucks. Instead of unloading by hand, these modern ships pump the fish straight into the processing plant using enormous pipes. Thanks to this method, unloading can be up to 10 times faster compared to traditional manual methods. Once inside, the mackerel are immediately rinsed with icy cold water to remove any dirt and to keep them fresh. Then, clever machines take over, sorting the fish by size at lightning speed. Have you ever wondered how quickly machines can sort thousands of fish? Well, some systems can handle over 10,000 fish per hour. Some of the best-looking fish are packed whole before being frozen at extremely low temperatures, between -35 degrees Celsius and -40 degrees Celsius, ensuring long-term preservation before processing. This deep freezing method helps maintain the fish's freshness, texture, and flavor, so it stays in perfect condition until it's ready for the next stage of processing or distribution. When it's time to prepare them, the fish are gently thawed to around -1 degree Celsius to -2 degrees Celsius, preserving their texture and making them easier to fillet and process. Before any hands touch the fish, workers go through strict hygiene routines, washing their hands, disinfecting boots, and putting on full protective gear. Skilled workers then fillet the fish, slicing them expertly and removing the internal organs. Each movement is swift and precise, honed through years of practice. Have you ever tried filleting a fish yourself? It's not as easy as it looks. After filleting, the pieces go through a second rinse, ensuring the cleanest, highest quality mackerel possible. The clean fillets are flash frozen once again. Then, they are carefully weighed and packed into boxes, ready to travel to kitchens and restaurants all around the world. Some factories freeze and pack over 50 tons of fillets per day. But that's not all. Some mackerel are canned, a preservation method enjoyed by millions worldwide, with over 1.5 million tons of mackerel being canned each year. Mackerels are carefully cut into smaller chunks to ensure uniform portions. They are gently rinsed again to remove any remaining impurities before being meticulously placed into cans. Next, they're topped with rich, flavorful sauces like tangy tomato or savory oil, which enhance the natural taste of the fish. The cans are then sealed tightly to preserve the mackerel's freshness. After sealing, the cans are steamed, washed, and packed into boxes for global distribution. And now, the next time you see a mackerel dish, you'll know the incredible journey behind it. Thanks for watching. Which part surprised you the most? Let me know.